Hi friends, welcome to classes by Lab Doctor, and in today's class let us discuss about the cholesterol metabolism. Cholesterol metabolism, when we talk about it, it is the way the body the cholesterol is produced, the way it is synthesized, the way it is absorbed, and the way it is stored, and the way it is excreted. And in the previous classes, we have seen that we require cholesterol for the various important biological functions in the body. May it be the reproductive health, may it be to maintain the cell membrane stability, fluidity, to maintain the proper nerve function, for thermogenesis, for conduction of the nerve impulses, etc. We require cholesterol. Let us today study what are the various steps which we see in the cholesterol metabolism. So, how does this take place? How does this cholesterol metabolism work in the body? One is, how does the body synthesize cholesterol in the liver or in the intestine? And second is, how does it absorb the cholesterol and the fatty acid from the food? Third is, how does the body store the cholesterol in the adipose tissue, and how does it get rid of the excess cholesterol in the feces? So let us first see about the synthesis. So how do we get the cholesterol from to our body? So one is, the body makes cholesterol, specifically the liver. It makes around 700 milligram of cholesterol per day. And second is the cholesterol what we get from the animal origin, such as cheese, egg, beef, pork, poultry, fish, etc. They also give the body the cholesterol. That would be around 300 milligram of cholesterol per day. So you can see here, the cholesterol which is flowing in this circulation comes from the synthesis of cholesterol in the liver and also from the dietary source. So what are the causes of high cholesterol? Sometimes it is because of high intake of cholesterol rich food like burgers, pizza, donuts, processed foods, etc. Or taking low amount of good healthy fiber rich foods like your fruits, vegetables, seeds, nuts, etc. And other factors like genetics, or familial history, or a regular smoker, or physical inactivity, sedentary lifestyle, certain medications, and some diseases like thyroid issues can cause hypercholesterolemia. So there are few things which can affect your cholesterol metabolism also. That is, one is your age, that either through the lipoprotein dynamics or absorption of the cholesterol or by the bile acid synthesis, it can affect your cholesterol levels. The diet can affect the cholesterol metabolism by the amount of cholesterol which is absorbed from the food. Your gut microbiome can affect the cholesterol metabolism, and certain familial disease or hereditary disease like familial hypercholesterolemia, etc., can also alter your lipid metabolism. So there are two types of cholesterol. One is HDL cholesterol and other is LDL cholesterol. HDL is the good cholesterol and LDL is the bad cholesterol. Now this cholesterol synthesis is a multi-step process, and this takes place in the cytoplasm and the endoplasmic reticulum of the cells. So the place where this cholesterol synthesis takes place is in the cytoplasm or the endoplasmic reticulum of the cells, and the liver is the main source of cholesterol synthesis. So this cholesterol synthesis has various steps, but there are few things which you have to remember, because these are the steps wherein we either give the statins or the agents to lower the lipids, etc. They act by inhibiting such enzymes like HMG CoA reductase, etc. And also certain hormones like insulin, thyroxine, they upregulate this HMG CoA reductase, whereas glucagon will inhibit it. So any disorders of insulin like diabetes, thyroid issues can change your cholesterol levels in the body. So this is the way in which this cholesterol is synthesized from acetyl-CoA. This becomes HMG-CoA, mevalonate, then it will form the cholesterol. So there are various other enzymes which will help in the formation of cholesterol. This becomes important, as I have told you, that there are few steps wherein we give the reductase inhibitors etc. to lower the cholesterol. So when we put a patient on statins, they act in this sequence, or this they act on this pathway by inhibiting few of the key enzymes. So now the cholesterol is synthesized. How is it absorbed? So first thing is, when we take a dietary intake of the cholesterol rich food, it is mixed with the enzymes in the stomach, and this stomach delivers this thing to the duodenum, where it mixes with the bile and the pancreatic juice. And then in the small intestine, the enterocytes, the cholesterol is being absorbed by this enterocyte, which are nothing but the cells which line the small intestine. And the protein NPC1L1 draws the cholesterol into the cell's plasma membrane. The endoplasmic reticulum which is there, here you will see that the cholesterol moves into this ER, wherein this enzyme, it prepares it for the transport, and the cholesterol is transported into the intestinal lymph. And in the liver, the cholesterol is transported to the liver, where it is mixed with the hepatic cholesterol. So the dietary cholesterol, or the whatever cholesterol what we eat, it will enter the stomach, from there the intestine, the enterocyte, and from the enterocyte via the intestinal lymph, it is transported into the liver, where it mixes with this hepatic cholesterol. So this is the same picture again. So this is the enterocyte. These are the enzymes which will help it to transfer it to the liver. So the storage, once the cholesterol is synthesized, absorbed, we need to store it also. So it is stored in the adipose tissues, or the fat cells, and also in the gallbladder. So this adipose tissue, this forms the major site of cholesterol storage, and people who are obese, more than half of the body cholesterol, it can be stored in this adipose tissue. So the rate of this cholesterol synthesis will increase with the size of the fat cells, and they say that whenever there is a person will do the fasting, it reduces the cholesterol synthesis by about 90%. So it's also, I have told you, it's also stored in the gallbladder. Sometimes this cholesterol can deposit inside the gallbladder, and they form polyps also, that is called as cholesterosis. So you can see this yellowish structures here. So once the cholesterol is stored, the excess of which has to be excreted. So this cholesterol is excreted from the body through the bile and the intestine. So the bile secretion, when I say bile secretion, the liver will secrete the cholesterol into the bile. So the liver, which is the main source of this cholesterol formation, that will secrete this cholesterol into the bile. And this protein ABCG5 and 8 protein, they help to this cholesterol to move into the bile and into the intestinal lumen. The liver will also secrete bile salts into the bile. And in the intestine, what happens? When the liver will secrete the cholesterol into the intestine also secretes cholesterol into the feces, and the intestinal bacteria will metabolize this cholesterol into neutral steroids, and that is excreted like in what is known as your transintestinal cholesterol excretion. So this excretion of the cholesterol happens via the bile, as well as your intestine also plays an important role to excrete the excess cholesterol via the feces or stools. So the metabolism of cholesterol is divided into, one is the synthesis, second is the uptake, then you have the efflux, the storage, and the excretion. Any disruption in any of these stages, if there is any problem at any of these stages, it can lead to diseases of cholesterol metabolism. There can be an either high or low cholesterol levels depending upon the problems which can arise in the entire pathway. Also remember, cholesterol, when we talk about the cholesterol metabolism, it becomes important to know about this metabolism, because whenever we put a patient on statins etc., this statins etc. act in a particular way by inhibiting particular enzymes etc. To understand that, we need to know where and how the cholesterol is synthesized etc. Also, like liver becomes the main source of production of the cholesterol. So whenever there is a liver disease, or whenever there is an excess of cholesterol, that can also vice versa can also harm the liver, and the liver disorders can also affect the cholesterol metabolism. So each step from the synthesis, excessive intake, though the cholesterol metabolism may be normal, but the excessive intake of cholesterol, that is itself adds on to the stress of handling excess cholesterol, and that can create a problem. So from intake to the digestion to the absorption and the storage and the efflux has to go in a smooth way to maintain a good cholesterol metabolism. So that was about a brief idea how the cholesterol is handled, and in the next classes we will see what happens if this cholesterol goes beyond the range, and the diseases which can be associated with high cholesterol. And to understand that, we need this metabolism of cholesterol, and also to treat the high cholesterol we need to understand the metabolism of cholesterol. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you.